Hello, this is Teacher Rose, and this is Keys English Sounds, Section 2 on Vowels, Training Video 48. Tricky, tricky English vowels. So we have 6 vowel letters. Let's say them together. A, E, I, O, U, and Y. But we have 17 vowel sounds. How many smile? 6. How many big mouth? 1. How many round? 3. How many slide? 4. And how many are? 3, yes. Many vowel sounds. So if we look at the letter E, it is in many sounds. So let's look at number 1. 2 sounds for E by itself. E and eh. What about number 2, when we have an EA? 2 different sounds. E and eh, actually the same as number 1. When we have EE together, we say E. When we have a UE together, we say ooh. When we have an A with a silent E at the end, like in the word cake, the E is silent. But we write it, but no sound. When we have an EW, we say ooh. When we have an IE, we say I. Actually, sometimes we say E. And when we have a I with a silent E, we say I, that E, no sound. When we have an O with a quiet E, we say O. And same with number 10 where we say E, and number 11 where we say U. So 11 different ways or different vowel sounds for the letter E. When we go to the letter O, we have 10 different ways. So when we look at number 1, when we see an O by itself, we can say O or ah. When we have an O, 2 O's together, 2 sounds. Ooh and When we have an OA together, we say O. When we have an OW together, there's 2 different sounds. O and ow. And when we have an O with a quiet E, we say O. And when we have an OE together, we say O. Number 6, when we have an OI, we say oi. When we have an OY, we say oi. When we have an OU, we say ow. When we have an OR, we say or. And when we have an ORE, we say or. Good work. Lots of different O vowel combinations. Letter A has 8. So for number 1, when we have an A by itself, it usually says ah. When we have an AI, it says A. When we have an A with a quiet E, it says A. What about a U? Aw. What about a L? Aw. What about a W? Aw. And for EA, 2 sounds. E and A. And for OA, O. For I, we have 7 different vowel combinations. So for number 1, when we have an I by itself, 2 sounds. Can say its name, I, just like in the word hi, or it can say I. But if we have an AI, it says A. If we have an OI, it says OI. If we have an I and a quiet GH, it still says I. If we have an I with a quiet E, it says I. What about IE? I, although there's a few words where it says E. And number 7, what about UI? Ooh. Okay, let's go to letter U. So letter U has 5 different combinations. Number 1, we've got that quiet E. It will say its name, U. But what about OU? Ow! What about AU? Aw. What about UE? Ooh. What about UI? Ooh. And Y has 3 sounds. For number 1, it can say E. For number 2, it can say I. And for number 3, it can say I. Thank you for learning English with Teacher Rose, and please join me for training video 49.